Hey everyone, just wanted to do a application update video for the silver cup that you saw in the other video that I posted a day or two ago. So I might be changing my process a little bit based on what I've found with this, because I want to show you something. This is sanded, but this is 4 coats, and it is almost completely smooth already with just 4 coats. There's a few little divots still that I didn't want to keep messing with. I made the mistake of letting this cup set over 24 hours, so it was very difficult to sand. This finish is very tough when you wait over 24 hours to sand it. So I wanted to kind of just show you the application that I'm going to do on this and kind of go over things that I found that I think are going to be a pretty big game changer with reducing the amount of coats that it takes. So basically, the things that I did different with this are I sealed my glitter 3 times with the KBS aerosol. I think that helped cut down a lot on how much it takes to build up the coverage. And I want to show you this glitter. It's not fine glitter by any means. I love this glitter. It's amazing. This is Knight in Shining Armor by Fairy Tale Glitter. It's like super holographic. And as you can see here on the cup, it's not laying flat at all. It's like standing up all over the place. I even tapped it down, and it's still just up and all over the place. So like I said, I started this cup off. You can see the application video of me applying this glitter. I did, let's see, 2 coats after I sealed it 3 times with the KBS aerosol. I did 2 coats of the brush on, which I have an update picture that you can see on another post of that. After that second coat cured for I think 8 hours or so, I did a light sanding to it, and then I washed it down. Then I did a 3rd coat, and then I did a pretty heavy sanding on that 3rd coat. Not super heavy, just probably maybe like a medium sanding on it. Then I applied the 4th coat, and that's basically what you're looking at here. This is the 4th coat, and I went out there with my electric sander and just went to town on it, and you can see it's like pretty smooth. There's some divots here and there, but that's not going to take much more to cover up. So let me go ahead and get started on applying this. My stuff's already been sitting here for a few seconds, so I'm gonna let it set for too long. Actually, I'm gonna start on another cup that I have, since this cup is in process already, or since this cup's not done yet. I'm going to go ahead and finish up my bee tumbler that I've been working on, because this is going to be the final coat on this one. So with my cups, I like to start on the cup that's closest to being done first, so that way if your diamond finish starts setting up, it won't be that big of a deal, because it's going to be on a cup that you're like halfway through working on or whatever. So let me get this one done right quick. And I always start on the bottom. Go around the edge. Gently wipe off any excess. And I go around the bottom here. And I'll go around the top. So I'm getting sort of like a medium coat on here. I'm not trying to get it on super thin right away. Just gonna get on a medium coat. You don't want to overwork your product. Just get it on there. Okay, so I went all the way around. Now I'm going to go once around to get all the excess off because I don't want that stuff running down the cup and creating drips. And I like to flip my brush back and forth so the excess doesn't build up a lot and end up dripping on the cup. Plus I try to keep my cup at an angle where if it does drip off the brush, it's not going to drip onto the cup. And you will want to mark where you started at on your cup so you're not going over and over and over. Let's see here. I'll go look around my cup, make sure there's no buildup at the bottom. A little bit right there. I'm going to go over it real quick and briefly. As you can see, there's places you can see lines in it. If your humidity is low enough and your temps aren't too warm, those will flow out within a minute or two. So that looks pretty good. Just make sure there's no places that I missed. Alright, so that one's done. I'm just going to let that sit and finish curing. Another thing that I did with this cup, the silver one here, that's a little bit different from what I normally do, is during my initial coats, I placed this cup on the turner for about, I want to say maybe 15-20 minutes just to keep the lip from forming at the bottom of the cup, because it's very hard to get all the excess off when you're going over your chunky glitter. So that might be something I start doing with glitter tumblers. You don't need to use a turner at all for anything that's painted. I just want to make sure you get all your excess off, and you shouldn't have any problems with runs or anything or drips at the bottom. So this is now coat number 5 on this tumbler. Okay, find a place to mark where I start. Go around and get all the excess off. And I might actually go ahead and throw this back on the turner for like 10 or 15 minutes to see if it helps level out those divots a little bit easier than trying to do the hang method, since this is a pretty thick glitter. Alright, like I said, at this point, this isn't going to be a final coat or anything. I'm still going to do some more new techniques I'm going to try on this. So you really don't need to worry about streaks until you get to your very last coat. So don't be worried if it's a little streaky or if you get a run. You do want to try to avoid getting that buildup around the bottom here, because you'll get micro bubbles. This one actually got a few the first couple days that I was working on it, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to be covering it anyways. This is going to turn into some sort of peekaboo cup. Haven't really decided what yet, but basically, like I said, what I did differently with this cup this time is after I sealed my glitter 3 times, that was different. I usually normally only seal once, maybe twice, and sealing it that 3rd time really seemed to cut down on how much the brush on the glitter soaks up the brush on when you start applying that. It seemed to really cut down on that. The other difference was on, I guess, my first brush on application that I did. I didn't put it on the turner. I just let it hang dry, so I got the edge around the bottom, the little lip around the bottom. So I think I'm going to start, when I start applying the brush on over the sealed glitter, I think I'm going to start putting it on the turner for, 10-15 minutes, just so it doesn't get that little buildup around the bottom, because it is so hard to get the excess off when you're going over super rough glitter. The other different thing, like I said, was putting it on the turner for 15 or 20 minutes when you're first going over your glitter. This, like I said, this is the 5th coat now, and it's looking, pretty amazing already. That's 5 coats, and you can see. So probably after this 5th coat, I'm gonna probably throw this on the turner, let it go for a little bit. It's probably already setting up as we're just sitting here talking, so. But yeah, that's, I think, all I wanted to go over for this one. I really think sealing it an extra time makes a huge difference in how much it's soaking up and how much you have to go over it. I'm trying to see if there's any, I'm not even seeing any of the streaks or anything, or divots, or so for this one I might try to just once this cures, I'm gonna try to put some vinyl over it and see if I see any divots or anything. If I don't, I'm probably gonna go ahead and start on my peekaboo, because no one likes to see bumps under vinyl or anything like that. But yeah, this looks, I love this glitter, this is amazing. Hopefully it's showing up a bit on camera. It's so sparkly in person. Okay, I think that's it for right now. I'll probably come back with another video. I want to try to follow this cup as I'm completing it, because I really haven't done one from start to finish all on video documented. So like I said, I'll come back on the next step on this one and kind of give y'all an update. Let me know if y'all have any questions.